In the previous video, we saw how when the market is on an uptrend, daily rebalancing could magnify and enhance returns for investors who hold their leveraged ETFs for more than a day. However, no investment is without risk. As with all investment products, there are risks involved when you invest in leveraged ETFs. If the market had taken a downward turn and remained bearish throughout the 4 days, you would have sustained losses on your investment. Let's see how that would happen. Again, let's assume you bought the 2 times leveraged ETF to give you up to 200% daily leverage for your market exposure. Unfortunately, your view of the market was wrong, and instead of going up, the index declines 5% from 100 to 95 points. The leveraged ETF returns 2 times of that loss and declines by 10%. In real life, you would exercise prudence and may consider cutting your losses. But for explanatory purposes, we will continue with this hypothetical scenario. So for the next 4 consecutive days, the index continues its 5% decline. The total decline is minus 18.5% for the 4 days. Even though your investment also declines significantly at minus 34.4%, it is not as much as 2 times the cumulative return of the index. Daily rebalancing has reduced the exposure each day. As part of the rebalancing process, the assets of the leveraged ETF are reduced to ensure that its market exposure level is consistently 2 times the exposure to the index. The result of this process is that you end up losing less than you would have if the leveraged ETF had not been rebalanced each day. Even though daily rebalancing mitigated your exposure, you must always be aware of your increased exposure and risk when you hold your leveraged ETFs for longer than a day. Constantly monitor your exposure level. In the next video, we will show you what will happen to your investment when the market is flat but volatile. This video is for educational purposes only and not intended as investment advice.